45th session, Unit 5, Electrical Instruments and Measurements. In this session, we'll be finding out self-inductance by using a Rayleigh's method. The learning objectives of this 45th session will be to understand the working of Whetstone bridge. Secondly, to measure the self-inductance by a Rayleigh's method. To find out the self-inductance by Rayleigh's method, we have a circuit diagram on the screen, and this circuit diagram employs a Whetstone bridge to find out the self-inductance of the coil. Whetstone bridge is basically an electrical circuit used to measure unknown resistances by balancing two legs of the bridge that is shown on the circuit diagram. In one of the leg, the unknown components are connected. The main benefit of this Whetstone bridge is it gives accurate measurements, and its operation is similar to the operation of potentiometer. Now coming to the connections on the circuit diagram, the coil L is placed along the arm AD of the Whetstone bridge in series with the resistance capital R. The ballastic galvanometer is connected along the arm BD as shown in the circuit diagram. The induced current in the coil is given by K into L into di upon dt, where K is the proportionality constant. Then the charge flowing through the galvanometer during the small interval of time dt is equal to K into L into di upon dt into dt. Therefore, the total charge flowing through the galvanometer during the period t in which the current I along the arm AD rises from 0 to I naught, then the expression for Q becomes, that is, integration over 0 to t into KL into di upon dt into dt. Since the current rises from 0 to maximum value, that is I naught, the limits will change from 0 to I naught. So therefore, Q is equal to integration over 0 to I naught K into L into di. So here K and L are constant terms, so only di will be integrated. After integrating and substituting the lower and upper limits, the final expression for K will be equal to K into L into I naught. But from equation 7 of 42nd session, the expression for Q is C upon N into B into A into T upon 2 pi into theta into bracket 1 plus lambda upon 2. So equating these two above equations, hence the expression for K into L into I naught is equal to C into T upon 2 pi into N into A into B into theta into bracket 1 plus lambda by 2. So let this equation be 1. In this equation, the term C upon NAB is the galvanometer constant, and it can be determined by calibrating by introducing a small resistances of the order of 0.001, 0.01 and 0.1 ohm in the arm AD of the circuit by adjusting the values of R. From Ohm's law, the EMF developed by the steady current I naught can be written as R into I naught, and then the current due to this EMF is equal to K into R into I naught. And if theta naught be the steady deflection in the galvanometer due to the current, then K into R into I naught is equal to C upon N into A into B into theta naught. Let this equation be 2. Now dividing equation 1 by 2, we obtain L upon R is equal to T upon 2 pi into theta upon theta naught into bracket 1 plus lambda by 2. Now transferring R onto the right hand side, we get the final expression, that is the inductance of a coil L is equal to R into T upon 2 pi into theta upon theta naught into bracket 1 plus lambda by 2. So this equation gives the value of inductance or the self-inductance of a coil, that is L is equal to R into P upon 2 pi into theta by theta naught into 1 plus lambda by 2. The content of this presentation is taken from the book Electricity and Magnetism, written by Dr. K. K. Tiwari.